After all, tomorrow is another day.
Well, it's time to start the show.
Welcome to the Portraits Podcast. This is the game review of the Port Adelaide and Sydney Swans game. A disappointing game, a disappointing loss, and a really boring game, a real frustrating game. Port Adelaide fans, congratulations for sitting through it if you did. I'm one of the ones that just at the end of the game turned off straight away. Don't even want to care about watching the post-match stuff. It's a disappointing loss, and I guess one where we can just say, does that just explain the mentality of the team? Does that explain the mentality of the coaching department? Where is it at after 2 wins? I came in with the crystal pair predictions of high hopes. So I was really believing 50 games. Congratulations, 50 games for Jace Burgoyne, but your 50th game will be forgotten. One not to be remembered at all. And also disappointing for the players who were just looking at like this was a big game, an opportunity for a win going into Thursday's quick turnaround to the Carlton game, and this was a great opportunity to right in the middle of this is the second game of the 3 games in a row at home, and this was an opportunity lost, and the players played like they were just and lost it all. Their talent and Sydney were no much better. We would have lost to almost any other side. We would have lost to almost any other side. I can guarantee that. That was the way we played. We were just let off the hook in the first quarter, and then let off the hook right into the third, fourth. I guess into the third quarter where it was a 25 plus margin. That's when it gets too far, and Port Adelaide are just never at this Port Adelaide at this season is not going to you're not going to see them being able to get over and get that margin back after a 25-point deficit. So really disappointing. Just there is so much hope and so much individuals talent and opportunity just being wasted. It's such a frustrating season, frustrating little time here as well. This small little opportunity every month. You look at it when you break it up into different parts of the season, and it's only just going to get more wetter and colder, and just winter's just started in a lot of ways. So the idea of these players just getting off the hook, no, it's going to get harder from here with Brisbane around the corner up at the Gabba, and then it only gets tougher. So it's a game that was just an opportunity missed, and a real shit game to watch in a lot of ways. I was just stuck through it because I'm a Port Adelaide fan. Boy, oh boy, that was a tough one. Just near misses, as we can see, just with some of the highlights, just on the photos. For those that are watching this podcast, it was just the players almost had just near misses of opportunity. Just they were fumbling. Jason Horne-Francis was okay at times. Jason wasn't his normal self, it was just disappointing there. Quarter time must have been a pretty strong message, and they did reshuffle things, put Butters and Rosie in the midfield to spark things, and that's where you saw Zach just turn things around at the beginning of the second quarter there. But just giving Sydney an opportunity to get back and just letting Papley get some run. That was their player they called the Lizard. Allowing him to kind of get a run in, and that was just frustrating. They were just dominating everywhere around the ground. Amadi, I mean, he couldn't even hit anything. The only time he actually hit was hitting Connor Rosie in the middle there. He was he was terrible as well. 6 points. He kicked 1 goal. It took him 6 different points. So, I mean, that's how bad it was. A player struggling the forward line didn't kick a goal, yet they win. We were so bad. I'm just trying to get my head around what was I seeing. I mean, and you got to ask the question yourselves as well. Like, what's the mentality? Is there a bit of a give up attitude just beforehand? Was it just too easy as you're treating Sydney because they're down the bottom of the ladder and you're just not up for it, but you get up for a showdown or a game when you're going into the GWS in Sydney. GWS was even that was at Canberra, and so that was a tough game. That was a game where we totally didn't expect us to win. Melbourne again, I thought Melbourne were pretty good, but you can see that after a Collingwood game where they just scared Collingwood. They go down and they can't just win. They're not good anyway. So, yeah, Sydney, I don't rate Sydney, and a lot of other AFL teams wouldn't. But this is where we're at. So, what do you look at for the rest of the season? This is what I'm kind of wondering, and this is what I'm asking. And I guess I'm really concerned about Miles Bergman now with his injured shoulder, and just, Butters, I think there's a concern too. There's no guarantee that he's going to sign yet. And so, when he's got a team that's just not wanting to uh, be there for him and lift up and raise up to his level, questions have got to be asked there. I think I just really am concerned after this game. This game told me a lot, and it just there's individuals that will stick around and be part of this team, but there are other individuals that surely can ask the question, where's my career going if I'm staying with Port Adelaide? So I'm just a bit worried about that, and hopefully there's a hopefully Josh Carr. Look, I know he's not there until next year, but he's right around. He's around the place, so hopefully he's just he is aware that there is a long-term strategy, and he can keep as many people the good people around as much as he wants. I mean, if there's poor performances like we're seeing, and this is not from a team that is, done this in the past, maybe he does have to look at who is serious and who isn't serious, and that's and that might require a bit of patience for us to see a 27, 28 success from him. I'm not going to expect a premiership or even top four for next year with in his first season. I've got to give a coach that's in his first season and out there. It'd be great to get into the finals. We've got quality players, and hopefully everyone's in tune, and Zach's re-signs, and fingers crossed we get Miles over the line. I'm hearing that Miles is not. He's actually already signed or committed to going home to Victoria. So I hope that is bullshit, but I'm hearing that. So that is a frustrating thing. But we've that today's game just told me so much, and they can turn it around again, and they'll tell me so much on Thursday if they win. Carlton were so ordinary against North Melbourne, even though they scared them at the end there and could have got the win. Yeah, North Melbourne beat them. So I'm not impressed by it. There's going to be an interesting game on Thursday for all the calamity that this is. This a part two of the Benny Hill show they're going to see on Thursday night? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get it right. We had Miss Georgiades show some good signs at the end of the game. That was a little sign in Sammy kicking that goal, and there's just a couple of little things where you go, guys, sort it out.
Snap out of it.
Snap out of it. Players just not believing themselves to go for the long kick and just believe themselves and back themselves. The hesitant nature of the players and the second guessing is disgusting. And you just got to go. You got to believe in yourself. If you make mistakes, just go again. Everyone though. Everyone's got to be on path. If you got one player, hesitating, other players, going in, and then that person going in is going into a decision where there's no communication.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Failure to communicate. I mean, this is the thing, guys. They're not talking. Zach Butters kicking a ball into the into the midfield and thinking there's a player there. That was terrible. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible display. So we had some interesting displays that we can say, hey, can we fix that up on Thursday night? That's the thing. It's the only positive on this is it's a quick turnaround. I'll do a crystal pair predictions, probably when the teams come out on Wednesday night. So that's a quick turnaround that we really probably need as a team. Thank you very much for listening and watching if you are, and thanks for your support. This has been the Portress Podcast for a game review. Thanks for watching, and go the power.